The procedures designed for records retention and destruction are closely monitored by the government. These procedures include the time frame that certain documents are retained and the steps for destroying ones that are no longer in use. Failure to follow these guidelines will result in penalties and other disciplinary measures. A business record is basically any form of information that contains material regarding plans, policies, performance or results. The time frame that such information is retained ranges from 3 years to permanently depending on the type of documentation. Documentation such as employment applications fall under the 3-year heading. Purchase orders, invoices to customers and invoices from vendors are kept 5 years before destroying. Safety documents are kept for a mandatory time period of 6 years before they are removed and destroyed. Financial documentation including accounts payable ledgers, accounts receivable ledgers, bank statements are retained for 7 years. Contracts, deeds, mortgages and bills of sale are just a few items that a company has to retain permanently by law. In order to properly store this information and have it available when necessary, a schedule should be created. This schedule is designed for immediate use from day one and provides steps for retaining and destroying documentation. The first step to creating the schedule is to take an inventory of all the documentation and put it into an area where it is sorted and filed. Once the inventory is completed, the next step is to separate the documentation into areas according to the time periods they are being retained for. After this has been completed, creating indexes that will allow locating this material is necessary. The reason for setting up indexes is to provide a method for tracking active and inactive documentation along with destroyed documentation. When designing the schedule, it is a good idea to create a team of people to design the schedule so many points of view will be considered. The team generally consists of the Chief Information Officer, IT Manager, Legal Counsel, a representative from the department that issues the materials and a business manager. Upon agreeing with the schedule, all parties involved will sign off and put it into use. This allows for multiple points of contact should an issue arise. Per the Records Retention and Destruction Schedule, when a document reaches its time limit, a company can choose to retain it longer or have it destroyed. Making the choice of retaining the information can come with consequences, so the team of managers must make the final decision. Retaining documentation for litigation, audits and other purposes is not a common practice, but it is done under certain circumstances.